Hello Chancers, it's Friday the 22nd of May 2026 and I have the day off. Welcome back to the channel. I thought today we'd have a talk about obsession and why mine is motorcycles. I'm lifelong motorcycle obsessive Shane. In July of 2025, on a sleepy Sunday morning, my life was nearly taken by a heart attack. I was saved by the skilled teamwork of the NHS and the amazing charity, the Devon Air Ambulance Trust. Between my early shuffles from bedroom to bathroom, to being able to throw my leg over a motorcycle again, was a very uncertain month. Plenty of time to reflect on my near miss and my early exit from biking life. Join me as I pursue the motorcycling route to recovery and hopefully achieve something amazing for my new friends at the Devon Air Ambulance Trust. I'm the Second Chance Rider. Three things have happened or coincide today. No particular reason, there was no particular planning to it, it's just the way it's turned out. I was anticipating quite correctly, as it turns out, that my energy level was going to be a bit low this week, so I booked today off. Just by coincidence, my father-in-law's Motability car was due for a service, so I said I'd drop that in, and it's my 62nd birthday, or as I've come to think of it now, my first second chance birthday. I'm in Barnstaple for a few hours without a motorcycle, so I thought I'd share my second favourite thing with you, which is talking about motorcycles, or specifically my obsession with them. A question that I've been asked so many times during the decades that I've been riding is, why do you have an obsession with bikes? Sometimes people just say, why bikes? What is it about them? For many years, I didn't have an answer. In my mind, I just did. Then I read Stephen King's non-fiction book, Danse Macabre, and between those covers, the master had laid it all out. The answer I'd been searching for, suddenly it all made sense. The why, and equally important, how it all worked. Now if I'm asked, my reply is, why do you assume I have a choice? King described a filter in each of us, in our minds, that catches certain items that enter our consciousness. What gets caught in my net might pass straight through yours, and vice versa. We then can't help but pick through our personal net to see what we can find. And a lot of it gets saved like little trophies for us to come back to, and we keep coming back to it. It fascinates us. We can't help but come back to it. It becomes our obsession. And there's an agreement in polite society to call these obsessions hobbies. Added to this, each of us is also a product of our environment. What we were exposed to or denied as we grew up and developed can have a bearing on what catches in our filter. I grew up with stories from and about my dad, his relationship with motorcycles as a young man. It all sounded really exciting to the child that was me. And by the time I was giving my little brother rides on the back of my Raleigh Jolly Jumbo tricycle, I'd already made my mind up that when I grew up, I wanted a motorcycle. My fate was sealed
when I reached 17 and my parents refused to let me have a bike because they were too dangerous. Yeah, well played, Mum and Dad. 40 odd years riding a motorcycle, and it was a heart attack that blindsided me. But after that, to have a motorcycle was truly my obsession. And although I have no say on it, it's not something I've ever regretted. Bike life's put me in front of so many like-minded people with their own, often hilarious stories. I've had some great adventures, amazing road trips, and ridden some fantastic bikes on some amazing roads. I've discovered that many roads, which just hard work in a car, are an amazing biking experience, which eventually led me to one of my most incredible rides, my first Iron Butt Saddle Sore 1000. I rode through the night and was still on the bike as the sun came up the next morning. You have to try it to appreciate the beauty of a moment like that. It felt like being born again. It's a similar feeling to how I felt as I was recovering from my operation in hospital. I had a photo of my bike on the bed alongside me, and that was all the encouragement I needed. Trying to describe that leads me to my main problem when people ask me about my obsession with bikes. If you have to ask that question, you've already demonstrated a lack of the common frame of reference required to understand my answer. You aren't a biker, so you just won't get it. Something else gives you an adrenaline rush. Something else gives you a dopamine hit. It isn't bikes. Find an Isle of Man TT on-bike video on YouTube and watch it. If that doesn't give you the answer, I'll never be able to explain it to you. If you do get it, don't just ride your bike, do something. Take a road trip or set yourself a target. Join a big bike ride, raise money for charity, try off-roading, or go to a bike race meeting. Don't just have the bike, immerse yourself. And don't forget to support your local bike night. It's a great place to meet new people and to appreciate the variation of motorcycles available. Which brings me to the one thing about motorcycling that troubles me: diversity. Biking is at least a pastime and often a way of life for a couple of million people in this country, mostly older white men. If we are to thrive as a group, and trust me, government would rather that we didn't, we need to throw our net much wider. If you're a woman, a person of colour, a young person in particular, pop along to your local bike night and express an interest to the riders there. I know it costs an absolute fortune to gain a bike licence these days, but 2 years from now, when you're carving up an alpine pass with your new friends, you'll be glad you took the plunge. If you're watching this video, you must be at least bike curious. So I'll be at Bude Bike Night most Wednesdays. Come and talk to me. You can even have a sit on my bike. You never know, it may help you on the path to enlightenment. I'll post a link to Bude Bike Night Facebook page in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give me a like and a follow. It all helps the algorithm, and if you can spare a couple of quid from a fundraiser, it would be very much appreciated. The link's below.